Hey guys, welcome back to another electrical video. In this video I'm going to take that light fixture, which used to be centered on a medicine cabinet that was much smaller. Now I installed this larger medicine cabinet, which is centered on the vanity below and the toilet, and I want to have the light fixture directly in the center of this 3-panel medicine cabinet. So in this video I'm going to show you how to take the light fixture and properly move it, in the event you have a light fixture on a wall that has to be moved. To get started, I'm going to find the circuit breaker that turns off the power to that light. With the power turned off and a much better camera angle, you can see the light fixture needs to go all the way over here to the center, and I'm going to be placing it a little higher up than where it's positioned over there. To remove this fixture from the wall, there's a Phillips screw located on the bottom. Before I remove the screw, I'm going to take off the glass from the fixture. One Phillips screw at the bottom, and there's also one more at the top. Okay, that one's out. Okay. Got the ground wire got to remove. Green. Loosen that. That's good. Slide that off. Red or black is your hot. Red is usually a switched wire. Okay, old fixture is now gone. Now we got to work on repositioning it where it's supposed to go. And then at the very end, we're going to have to cover up this opening. With the light fixture removed, you just want to double check that there's no power. So I'm going to go between the neutral, the white wire, and this hot. No indication here. And then you want to go between the hot and ground, as well as the metal box. And as you can see, nothing. We're good to go. It's safe now to take this plate off of here. So let's take this off. Somebody did not do this right. Could have very easily secured this to the metal box right there and over here. I have no idea why they went top and bottom. The bottom is very secure. It must be into wood. The next thing I did was remove the clamps holding the Romex cable into the metal box. Now if you look at the way the box is mounted, there's a piece of wood running right across here. The nail goes down into the wood, securing the steel box. So I'm going to have to take this saw blade, right here it's a Lennox bimetal, basically like a hacksaw blade, reach in between and very carefully just keep cutting until that nail has been removed and the nail on this side. In case you're wondering, when I pulled out this black wire, I also tested it to ground as well as to the neutral, and there's no power. Okay, so that side is off. Now I'm going to do it for this side as well. And right over here on the outside of the box, you can see that the ground wire is connected. Let me slide the cable out of the box and go on to the next step. You can see the 2x6 is all gouged out. The reason why this is a 2x6 wall, because the sewer stack is inside. Okay, so this is connected to this cable. The next thing I need to do, hopefully it's going this way and up. If it is, it'll be perfect where I need to position the box. Now I'm going to take this plastic remodeling box. It has wings that swing out and they grab onto the plaster or the drywall. I'm just going to mark it fully all the way around using a pencil, and where these tabs stick out, you can see I extended just a little bit further. As I'm doing this, I want to be very careful because that wire is going this way. If I see that wire move, I'm going to know I'm touching it. So I'm going to make sure I only use about that much of the tip. Let's do the whole circle first, then I'll cut out the winged areas, and I should have a very good view of what's going on. With the hole finished, I'm going to reach in and try and grab that cable and pull it out of this opening. Now we're going to take this cable and put it into the plastic box. Looking good so far. Almost. Okay, it should fit right in there. It's a fat cable. But there it is, it's now locked. Okay, so now we gotta push this down and secure it. Look at that, guys. Perfect, right in the center of this mirror here. Okay, flange is nice and tight to the wall. This is all ready to go for the light fixture. Let's go back over here and close off the old opening. So we have the solid wood that's notched out. I need to be able to secure the new piece of sheetrock to something. So I'm going to take a furring strip, place it right across the center. It's going to go from about here to there. Let me cut a furring strip, grab 2 drywall screws, and come right back. Furring strip's going to go in the wall like this. Let's make a mark right here so we know it's centered. Place a screw there and a screw there. Make sure the screws are countersunk so you can cover them up with plaster. Perfect, so now we have a good backing for the drywall to go onto. Let me cut the drywall, install it, then we're going to tape it and compound it. Nice and flat. Let's compound this all up and then hang the fixture. Now the most important thing, when I do the taping, I want to make sure the taping is just below the surface of this drywall here. Because if you put it on top, when you put the joint compound, you can only sand so much, and then you're going to have to taper way out in order to not see that little bump in the wall. You're always going to have a bump when you go to do the joints, unless you do it the way I'm about to show you. So I'm going to take this paper and just cut it back just a little bit here, a little bit here, a 1/2 inch all the way around, because I'm going to lay this mesh tape in that little area that I cut out, and then we're going to fill the whole thing with joint compound. Once you do that, you'll be able to sand this and have a perfectly flat surface without any bumps. Now over here you can see, using a ruler, I cut about a 1/2 inch away from the edge. Once you do that, take a very sharp wood chisel and just very carefully remove just the top layer of paper there, because that's where your mesh tape is going to go. So just go like this. Let's pull it off. Make sure there's no fuzzy edges sticking out. Okay, so that looks good. And that edge is flat. This is what it looks like when everything is carefully stripped away. The edges are all nice and flat, and the area is recessed. Now I'm going to pull off the paper on here. It's not necessary to have it, so let's just peel this away. It's going to make up for the difference for the thickness of the mesh that I'll be using. So everything here is flat. Make sure all of it is going to be within that area that was removed. See how perfect that is? Perfect. Now one at the bottom. By doing that, the wall is going to be perfectly flat in that area. Take the joint compound, force it into those spaces. Let's do it again. We want to make sure it really goes in there. I'm going to let that dry. Takes about 45 minutes. Sand it, and there should be more than enough on there to make it nice and smooth. Let me put the metal plate back on. Connect the ground. Clockwise rotation on that. That's tight. We're good. Let's tuck that in. Okay, here it is with the light mounted on the wall. The only thing left to do is just sand the patch and apply some paint. Check this out. Right in the center of the medicine cabinet. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to rate, thumbs up, and share. Thanks for watching.